It's a Tigger exclusive.
Yeah, I kinda like her, she don't talk too much. I give her game, she really listen, and that's rare as fuck. I can feel you feeling me, feeling you, so what you wanna do? We can hit the yacht, take some shots, you can get on top. Usually keep a T on your bag, can't ignore your swag. Shorty mind work just like mine, so much more than that. I flew her out for the night, we in the
Their minds are.
They don't have their
All right.
Just another podcast.
What was y'all little podcast?
So, dude, just another podcast, episode 104.
I guess.
I'm still here.
I got a full house, got the gang in here.
Yo.
B Hood behind the camera.
Squad.
Brother Els, what's your shirt say today? Black is a blessing.
Black is a blessing. Yeah.
I don't know where Els gets all these tees, and he sits off camera with them, but they got messages.
Get it.
And here I am, the label for it. I support you. My man Willie's in here. I like being in the middle. This is the best seat. Why did I let you sit here? You don't even have no character. And Lydia's
What are you
here.
talking about?
And Lydia's here.
Way better when I sit down.
Bird gang.
This nigga stole my seat.
I can't steal something I own. Anyway.
You can, according to OJ.
It's better.
Went to jail for that shit.
That's true. Before we go any further, I gotta shout out all the listeners, the new listeners, the old listeners, the people that message Willie and tell him, yo, I didn't know that was your peoples. I really fuck with that show. We had a coach's a son on our team. His dad came up to me and was like, yo, y'all are hilarious. I didn't know that was y'all pod. That shit's fire. I was like,
That's dope.
Thank you, appreciate that. So make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell. Bling. No new business. Working on Patreon, figuring out how I want to do that. Mm-hmm. What kind of ratchet comments and commentary we can give y'all that's not the norm. Do we want to start with music? Because we was already kind of talking about Kendrick.
Oh, before we start, this real quick,
Get your shit off.
I want to publicly apologize to Lydia for last
I would
episode.
hit the power button.
No,
Stop
for real.
it.
Like if we did happen to like
Stop saying my whole name. Nobody knows who you are.
Lydia, whatever. Like if I hurt your feelings in any like way, like I didn't want to be insensitive to your situation, so I apologize.
Oh, they ain't seen that one yet.
I know they
they
haven't,
haven't,
but
but
I apologize to
that
her
was it.
off
You
camera,
did.
but to be on camera, I
I
apologize.
respect that. What you want? What you want for that? I am not apologizing.
I think for us, man, we have to start with it, man. I mean, for me, is you got to start with Buffalo, bro. Like, you got to address that.
Oh, y'all gotta put. I seen it, but I scrolled past it.
I'm not gonna lie.
What?
I just
It was
can't.
a shooting, a mass shooting in a supermarket.
Yeah.
But I didn't read. Once I seen the headline, I just kept.
So Suge
didn't
put
hear
me on
anything
game.
about this.
Suge put me on game this morning. The guy looked up a predominantly black area. Researched a predominantly black supermarket that a lot of the people in the area go to. Wrote niggers on the barrel of his gun, and went out and killed 10 people.
Yeah. And put it on Twitch.
And put it on Twitch.
And then got detained peacefully.
Yeah. Somehow he just made it into custody
Unharmed.
unscathed. Again with the same shit, man. I feel like we've talked about this topic
Over and over.
I don't know how many times up here.
Yeah, I'm always just surprised, like I said, the unscathed part. I'm not even surprised about the racism and then the shooting, because I feel like, these type of attacks happen every so often. It's the fact that we still live in a world where, like, you can kill 10 people and somebody else didn't put a bullet in you. Like, that should have been a suicide mission.
Yeah. No, for sure.
And the fact that you got to be able to live and tell about it is insane, and it just creates more energy for these things to happen. It literally should have been a bullet in his head.
Yeah, no question. I do understand how they're making it back into custody unscathed, nothing wrong. I understand that part, but just to visually see it as a black person in America, like if I do that same thing,
law enforcement.
Yeah, I understand.
Perspective?
No, from a race perspective.
Oh yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I thought you were just
I'm about to say because
anybody, no color. If you can tell the
Yeah.
race, and if I go outside, if I shoot 2 people, and the police,
Man, if I shoot in the
can
air,
have
Yeah.
to shoot
exactly.
one.
I don't have to shoot at all.
there's a gun in your car.
Right.
You could go down.
that's what I'm saying. We've seen that time and time again. Black people get killed for just the idea of being a threat.
Right.
I told
and to
you
be
I
an
was
actual
over
threat.
here in my car in D.C. and I was, a little inebriated, but he hit me, and I was like, I got a gun in the car. I just thought of all the ways it could have went bad for me.
Right.
He hit me.
Right.
Look at all the shit you got to think of,
Yeah.
and you're not even in the wrong.
Yeah.
As
And
a black person in America.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, the fact that it didn't end up as a suicide mission for me is just, it's insane. Like how they just ran up on him and said, "Hey, put the gun down," and he was just like,
Right.
"No problem."
Yeah, no problem.
But like you said,
they already know that they're gonna walk away.
Yeah,
They like they plan the shit out, and then they know. Oh, and then they'll come and get me, and we'll go down to the station. Like,
Yeah.
that's part of the plan.
They'll probably go get him Burger King too, and you know, like they did Kyle Rittenhouse.
Yep.
Yeah, send him to like a daycare facility.
Yeah.
And you won't see him going to like any of the top worst prisons for. No, you won't see that.
You're not going to Rikers.
No, you won't see it.
Yeah.
Good luck with that.
R.I.P. to everybody who lost their lives and was affected by that
sure.
situation. Thank you for starting the pod off with the gloom and doom.
No doubt.
When I was
No, but it was out of.
when I was writing the list,
No,
I want the
but-
viewers to know when I was
No,
writing
but it was
the
out of
list.
respect, bro. Like
Nobody said
it touched me yesterday. Yeah, no, it was something that was on my heart since I seen it.
That's
No, that shit
I respect that.
I can't even. I mean, damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, the eerie part.
And we're so desensitized. Like I said, I seen the headline.
Yeah.
I just kept scrolling.
I had
I
to.
didn't even see it.
Yeah, I mean, me too. It was just like the idea that there's so many things we do guard against as African American, people to stay alive. Like we think about where we're gonna be, the events we're doing, all these things trying to be healthy, and you try to think about how to elongate your life, and to think just going to the supermarket was the wrong move.
That was the wrong move that day.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and I feel like it's something we think about our own mortality. All
I ain't
the
gonna
time.
lie. I think about it when I went to go see Doctor Strange. I went during the day, but those movie theater shootings.
Yeah.
I'm like, do I bring the blick in the movie?
Yes.
theater? Like, you know what I'm saying? What
Yes.
do you do? Because if
Yes.
it goes down, am I gonna make it to the exit, or can I
Exactly.
fire off on this thing?
No, fire. Return
But
fire.
like y'all said, that's the shit we do have to
Yeah, we have to live calculated lives.
But they probably not gonna shoot up a Marvel movie. It'll probably
That
be the
should just
next.
make you
Like hell they
Perry-
not.
The next Tyler Perry.
They shot up a Marvel movie in
That's a
somewhere in the
Batman.
Midwest.
That
I
just makes
can't
you want to
remember.
never, ever, ever go outside again. But then it's like,
Not you. You be with the drug dealers and the killers.
Oh yeah, you're safe. You're good.
Man, what are you talking about?
You're good. They won't
no,
shoot
but
you
I'm
up.
saying,
No
like,
trap
I can't
queens
go to the
die.
fucking supermarket. Now I got an Instacart all my groceries all the time. That shit is expensive. Then I gotta drive it. Now it makes sense to get everything delivered to your house so you don't have to go outside where the people are.
Yeah,
Insane.
I be worried about that sometimes too.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah, people are getting weird.
so do we want to talk about
Yeah, now
music?
we can get to music.
We can brighten it up a little bit now.
Now we can get to the music.
I mean, real quick. I mean, Kendrick just dropped. I don't care what y'all talk about. Dropping the fuse bombs, man.
No, it's fine.
I personally like the album so far. I haven't got all the way through it yet, but the critiques online are crazy. Like people are bombing on Kendrick for no reason.
So it depends on what you're coming to the album for, in my opinion. Like for me, I still hear a very evolved artist who's really talking about like deep issues within our community, and each one is talking about healing and involvement and like relationships between like the son and the father, the interpersonal relationships, just the things that he's struggling with as an artist, like his introvertedness. Like you hear someone who's at the top of the game giving you a reflection of where his head and his thoughts are based on current today, and I think it's phenomenal. It depends on what you came to the album for. If you're on some,
Don't you think that's flawed though? I feel like you should come to the album with your ears open.
Yeah, just
Nobody-
open.
but that's not how
Nobody
people do
likes
it.
But
The
No.
best way to
a
listen
lot
to
of people
music
come
is
in there
to have no
thinking for,
expectation.
I'm waiting for another good kid, Mad City.
Right.
Please give me another one of those. And every time he doesn't deliver one of those, it's like, the album is trash.
Right.
I really view that album as like therapy to me.
Right.
It's very good.
To me, it's
Very
100%.
therapeutic.
And even Good Kid, to me, is like, again, Good Kid had a lot of singles on there for people who probably weren't trying to listen to the story. But if you actually engulf the album, even Good Kid had a lot of depth to it.
Exactly.
His most poppy album really is Damn.
Yeah.
Damn got some slappers on there.
But I mean, I think this album, man, honestly,
Some bops on here too.
it feels right for where he's at in the game. And I'll be honest with you, I thought it was phenomenal. And I mean,
Release
first
that
listen.
album and then go to Ghana with your girl.
Yeah.
Right. You know what I mean? Like from first listen for me, it's just like you can tell like what should a guy that's in my opinion considered top 5 in his sport be talking about in his lane, in his space. Like would you expect him to drop?
Yeah.
Whatever
We gotta
he wants to.
like really reel in our expectations for artists. Like people out here like a Drake album, they're like, it's too much singing on it. It's a Drake album.
That's
You're gonna get
100%.
R&B records on for
Right.
Drake album. Future. It's too much turn up music. It's gonna be turn up music. It's Future.
Totally agree. That's best well said.
Like,
Oh,
come-
very,
like,
very
come
well
on.
said.
Thank you.
Like so if you
I
came
didn't
to
go in because Kendrick has given us a whole bunch of different. Well, none of his products are the same.
I don't know, this one does sound similar to a Kendrick project to me.
No, I'm saying what I told you in the car when I was listening to in the car. It's like a culmination of like all it's pieces from every album.
Because there's almost a storyline in there, just like Good Kid.
Yeah,
as well.
it's almost a storyline like that. But then there's a couple, like what I just count me out. That gives me like what God feels like vibes.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got some slappers on there that'll give you more like. And then he's in his poetry bag too on some Pimp a Butterfly. Like he does it all on this.
Yeah. If I had to like mirror any album or any like release from, do y'all remember that Untitled release he had?
Yeah.
This kind of mirrors that to me.
And that was before
Without the
Pimp
bops.
a Butterfly, right?
Yeah. Or right in the same area. I can't remember which came first.
But I think like he was like, I'm gonna just give him a little bit of everything. I think it's a little bit of everything on there. I can see if it's like, yo, parts of the album you like, I don't really fuck with that, but
I don't know, man. Like every track, I mean, all of them has a
more
purpose.
evolved human beings.
Yeah. I mean, just even the idea, man. He's talking about therapy. He's talking about growth. He's talking about involvement. He's talking about awareness. He's talking about women in IG. He's talking about like literally present day
culture and everything.
Yeah, present day.
Even the single he released, Culture.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's crazy how he was like putting that song together. Like even the video, I told you that's why you got to watch the video.
I'm gonna go.
How he for bar, like even when he said hurt people, he was in Will's face in that part. Like he's addressing what Will did, and then he's rapping as Kendrick, like which was super eerie. Because I didn't catch it until like in the middle of the. I'm like, is he rapping his? Rapping his Nip. I'm like, damn, he's rapping his Nipsey.
Yeah, he nice.
Yeah, it's crazy.
He's nice.
And that track didn't even make the album.
Right.
So
Needed to.
No, but I'm saying that just shows you. I mean, this was a well-planned release to me. I thought it was like, even ironic that it kind of felt like it was timed, right? Because like right now, right, we're thinking album of the year. I mean, maybe this is where my head's at. So you had Pusha come out. Everybody was anticipating his album. I actually think Pusha was going to drop last year if you kind of hear what he was saying. And I think he pushed it back to this year. So everybody was waiting on the Pusha album. Jack Harlow comes out. No matter how you feel about it, Jack Harlow has an up and down review too. So a lot of people was feeling that. And then like he comes in and like literally squashes that entire conversation. Like you haven't talked.
One of those dudes that can do that.
That's what I'm saying. But so
it's only
if
like.
It felt
especially after a Future release. Nigga.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like he had it in the tuck to kind of like drown all that out. Like a Future. I mean, it was right when those like Jack honestly should be pissed. I think Jack could have got some like couple more weeks of momentum, and he like killed that. No, I'm telling you, I'm Jack in the streets. People were maybe because the bar was low for Jack. Jack was superseded.
Low.
I think it was.
I think Jack's bow is midway.
I was about to say midway. With all the singles he had.
Album, people fucked with his first album.
Yeah, but I don't think you kind of didn't know what to expect out of this album. I think
then you leaked the Drake verse.
Right. I think that Jack album is gonna have like commercial play for a while, and he's white.
Yeah, he's white.
Yeah, no, my bad.
We know that. You got nail tech.
You're gonna be at the Dallas Cowboy game with like 3 Jack Harlow tracks playing. He's gonna get that kind of love.
No question. That's just gonna be everywhere. Commercials, everywhere.
Exactly.
He had all the niggas with him at the church in Dallas.
Right, carrying them over the dirt.
Yeah.
Oh,
Jack's gonna win that Grammy of the Year for hip hop next year already. Yeah, he is.
Yes,
he is.
Yes, he is. If he isn't, he's going to be very second. He's going to be like,
especially
right
after
there.
Will Smith, he's white.
Yeah, he's like, come on. Can't have another black win.
Have another black win. Exactly. We're not getting black actors. We're not getting shit for
that shit is a wrap. Thanks, Will.
Exactly. We're in timeout, nigga.
Here, just another podcast. We don't condone whatever these niggas are talking about. It ain't.
We tell the truth.
We don't,
like you said, we just come in and accept it.
Yeah, we don't want it to happen, but it is what it is.
He ain't gonna get
that
album
he was just gonna get detained. Like we kind of just expected.
If anything other than that would happen, I'd have been like, yo, what the fuck? That's crazy.
Not
with you,
Pusha
bro.
album is way harder. Future album this way. It's
yeah.
That's a lot of.
See you at the source.
Okay, well, Macklemore that year that he won, it was albums that were way better than that.
Exactly.
He won by a landslide. He won every fucking award.
Dude,
he walked
100%.
away like this.
But Jack ain't getting the same.
All Grammys.
He is.
But Jack ain't
I'm
getting the
telling you.
Macklemore love.
I know what I'm saying, but
He
letting you
thinks
know.
he's getting Macklemore love.
I'm not saying. I'm saying Jack is
More
about
people are saying that the album's a flop.
I'm saying that they're going in a room and saying, "Hey, we're not going to address black culture for 2 to 3 years after the Will Smith slap."
That's impossible.
We're just not. No. It's just something we made it. The white people have made the alliance. Or just
whatever white person appropriates black culture best, that he wins.
Exactly. He's like, you know what? For 3 years, we're gonna lay low.
Yep.
Thank you, Will.
Jack got it for the next couple of years. Iggy might pop up again.
Exactly. Right. No matter. I don't care if you have a fire lead role. You're not getting it.
Y'all was saying that when we have Netflix siding with Dave Chappelle, though.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
we do. But I'm just like,
Dave ain't win no awards.
we don't come together enough to go at shit. So
Netflix said if you're uncomfortable by what Dave Chappelle has said, you should quit.
That's because Netflix is getting that check
Fair
from
enough.
Dave Chappelle shit. They're getting them numbers from Dave Chappelle shit. It don't matter.
no, we appropriate money for people. We're talking about on real causes.
Yeah, if
Are
Dave.
y'all ready for Netflix to hit y'all with that password fee?
Nigga,
It's already.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
already
You
20,
niggas that don't have your own.
already
damn-
$20.
fuck you, because my account is mine. Other
Mine is
people is
mine.
on my shit.
Oh, there's gonna be a fee for that.
Good.
For that password sharing.
Guess
Yeah.
they won't be no more.
I actually respect it. I mean, I'm
respect
surprised.
you.
I'm,
Y'all run down on them.
I'm surprised that as long as it's lasted with so
me
much
too.
technology.
I'd have been cracked down. on them.
Exactly.
Right, see,
exactly. Yeah, I
I'd have been ran down.
I'm with you. I'm glad they allow people to do that for a long, but now it's time to run down.
No, that
It's like-
stock
it's
price
like-
are going down. Them
Yo,
niggas
they
was
stopped
like,
taking a mean
I
hit.
know,
Right.
exactly.
They said,
You gotta
no.
think, all of us in this one room could have one account.
Yeah,
Somebody
right.
said there's only
No
12
more freebies, my
Netflix
nigga.
accounts in the world.
No, but it was so dope for them to like literally get on Wall Street and be like, "What's going on with your stock price?" Like, they're sharing passcodes. It was their number one concern.
Nah, it is.
I was like, "Damn, culture."
Nah, because like Hulu, one day my Hulu was like, you got like 90-some devices logged in, and it like logged all of them out.
I respect it.
Hulu was like,
90?
yeah, it's had 90 devices.
I respect it.
I got
Streets, my man.
I got a password.
We all got passcodes.
No, that's not.
I don't know.
Not anymore.
I know. But I do respect it though. Like I said, it's one of those things.
No,
Like,
one time I said, "Kadeem, let me get the password to."
I know he gave you a
like
hell
it's
no.
HBO or something because I wanted to watch a show that we were talking about. Right? He was like, "What password you gonna give me?" I'm like,
Oh no, I'm always down for the password.
ain't no if I
That
got
sounds
it, you
like
got
a
it.
deal.
Hell no.
Netflix is mad. You're bartering. Your passcodes.
Bartering.
And no,
I
look,
respect it.
No,
I
because
do.
And then I was like, I don't know
you
what
know how
password
they-
you want. I got
tell me that don't sound like a deal.
He's
No,
like,
exactly.
he's like, you don't have nothing I don't have.
gotta
No,
set
so
it
you
up, right?
can't have
Look,
it.
Look, he probably has a board of all the apps and
Yes,
passcodes
bro.
he doesn't have, and he's like,
First of all, the
he's
only
like, where
person
you
I
at on the
share
board?
passcodes with is this nigga, and we have an active like,
Yeah.
all right, I got Stars,
Yes.
you got
Right.
HBO,
That's fair.
I got Disney
That's
Plus,
fair.
you
You
got
got-
like,
fair.
Yeah.
yo,
So I'm just saying, don't get up here and lie. Talk about.
I didn't say
it's all
I was
the
about to
password.
count.
You
I
got
said
the
I probably
password.
said that
'Cause I still don't have that password. I had to go get
I
it
respect
from
the bar,
somebody
though.
else.
I respect
So 100%, and I think Netflix will respect your strategy.
thank you. I'm just saying, if I gotta go here, you know what I mean?
At least you're not giving it out for free. He's saying,
Nah,
"Hey, what passcode are you bringing to the table?"
Like, goddamn, you got
butter.
Netflix or something?
Exactly.
Nigga? You got NFL Sunday Ticket?
What
What are you
Facts.
bringing?
What are you bringing to
Facts.
the table?
What are you bringing to
I
me?
know, and that is gold. That's worth
I
2
respect that.
passcodes.
For real. Hey, Apple's about to buy them though.
Exactly.
Apple's about to buy an
need
NFL
that.
ticket, and that's gonna be a game.
Yeah, game changer.
I need that.
Yeah.
I'm sick of DirecTV.
Yeah, me too.
Like, nigga, nobody has
Nobody has
Nobody
DirecTV.
has this.
I don't want that dish on my house, bitch.
You have to get an
Now they
account.
like you can get the mobile or whatever the fuck DirecTV. Whatever.
That streaming shit.
Yeah,
It's still gonna go out when it rains.
All right, we've been talking about this pop shit for too long. Do y'all have any basketball predictions? Even though this is probably gonna come out way after the.
Suns and Celtics
I think Giannis is gonna drop 50 on them niggas.
and lose.
No, I don't think so.
He had 44 last game and lost.
I know. Drew Holiday's gonna show up.
That's fine. He can show up all he wants. I'm gonna lose. Jason Tatum, nigga.
Now, no, I'm about to say.
Duke, nigga.
Now you know I like Duke. If Jason Tatum does what he did in Game 6, these niggas are good.
They out of here.
Every time they were going like a 7-point run, back up, threes. Like,
Yeah.
God damn, Tatum.
Yeah.
Nigga did a spin move, one-legged fadeaway, and that
And
shit
one.
splashed. Yeah. So,
I respect it.
yeah, and we all believe. You know, I don't believe in Luka like that. So,
I don't want him to win. Please. Come on, Suns.
all right, now to get into some relationship shit. That's what the viewers want. That's what the people are here for.
Are they?
Yeah.
Maybe we niching down, so that's what they gonna be here for.
Yeah.
You know what?
We got to shout out to
Fuck
Chris.
out.
Shout out to Chris Featherston. Make sure you say to Featherston because this was a question on his Instagram. He didn't have a lot of likes at the time. They be shadow banning my nigga.
They do.
They
really
talking
do.
that bullshit. Netflix, like, first of all, matter of fact, I got beef with not Netflix. I got beef with Instagram.
Why?
When I was in the Maldives, my story was in the thousands. You niggas
Oh,
were on
yeah.
my story.
Of course.
If I post a podcast, that shit might not hit 100, nigga.
For real.
What is happening? I posted me on the Stairmaster yesterday, and 683 people watched me on the stairs, level 17, because I'm an OG, triple OG.
That's weak. I can't do that. No.
I'm about to say, no, it ain't weak.
Not with
Nothing
these.
weak, ain't nothing weak about it. And then I'm like, looking like, okay, you know, Lydia made a little clip. I liked her little clip, so I shared it.
Right, same.
niggas did not fuck with the clip.
At all.
But the people that watch the clip fuck with the clip. But
Yeah,
the
they
clip
do.
don't get no love.
That's all I don't understand. It's like we're putting out good product. Like the videos that are we posting are good topics.
Yeah,
Of
yeah,
course.
They're funny. They're intellectual.
Yeah.
Like you learn a lot from this pod.
You could learn a lot from this pod.
But it gets no love. I don't get
You gotta
it.
find the pod. Anyway, Chris' question was, is there a difference between boundaries? I love sitting in the middle. Boundaries and insecurities.
I think so.
Yes.
I believe so.
See, I don't have any insecurities, so y'all gonna have to tell me.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
Well, technically, my therapist said I did, but they weren't typical regular human insecurities, like failures and insecurity. Technically,
I actually think boundaries can come from learning. I mean, from healing of insecurities, right? So you can go through an insecurity, heal from it, and understand what are some of the things that were systemic to that insecurity, and then set boundaries as a result of that. So I think they're definitely different. I think your boundary is something.
Hold up.
I'm on the same page with you, but I think some boundaries come from insecurity.
Oh, absolutely. They can. It's not. Yeah, not mutually
I was
exclusive.
literally about to say, your girl cheat on you, your ex-girl, and then you bring that energy into the next relationship. Is that a boundary? Or is
See, but I think, but insecurities can show up differently. I can understand, like, you could say, okay, if we were doing like a pie chart, and you could say, hey, insecurities, how do they show up? And they can almost get like hid as a boundary. But I almost feel like a lot of insecurities come out in multiple ways. I honestly would say it's probably more of the like, I would say evolved way to talk about insecurity is probably setting a boundary. But I mean, it's very rare to hear a girl like, or a guy say he'd been cheated on in the past, and then be like, hey, because of that, I want to communicate a boundary. Usually it comes up in more of a like,
because of that one phone
Boundaries
check?
is
right,
are, of
exactly.
course,
Nah, exactly. And like, but
that's
again,
not, like, that's-
but you know what though? That at least strategically, I can respect. Like, if you laid it out that way and was like, "Hey, a boundary for me is every
phone
night
checks.
you gotta pass me your
Right, you
phone."
gotta pass me your
and if
phone.
you
That's
don't
not a
do it,
boundary.
that's a boundary.
That's a boundary.
It's a beta ass move, and I can't respect that part of it. But I can at least respect the fact that you try to disclose your wholeness
I can
through
see
a boundary. Through a boundary.
First of all, put the camera on me. Do not subscribe to the phone check, bro. You
Yes.
do one
No.
phone check, you have to do all the phone checks.
Yes.
The one time you say no after you did one, it's like, oh, you let me look at your
slippery
phone.
slope.
The other time,
Right.
yeah, slippery slope. Like this.
No,
Something I don't do.
don't
Lydia
ever.
has a
follow-up question.
Okay.
Well, not kind of like adding on top of that. Do you think that boundaries are sometimes like ultimatums? Because a boundary, like the word boundary, is like this is blocking something.
Yeah, line in the
So
sand.
it's like if you cross this,
They can
then
be.
what?
So one of the things I was talking about.
How did you get here and sit here and not cook up on the pod more?
So
Well, y'all niggas never let me get my thought out all the way.
no wait.
Let's see it.
So it was funny. So I'm gonna take it all the way back. So I was at dinner and I was talking with Rob, and I asked him. We were talking
Rob
about
Hill?
Rob
Yeah,
Hill.
Rob Hill.
Yep.
Shout out to Rob Hill. We got to
Yep.
sit back on the
Rob.
pod.
And we were talking about like relationships and friendships, and I said, "How do you know when somebody's your friend, like in a relationship?" And he said, "Because they'll be considerate. They'll be considerate of you." And I think when I think about boundaries, I think about if somebody was to cross a boundary of me, then you're not considerate. You don't care about me. If I literally lay out something, especially if it's above board, it's not being hidden as an insecurity, and I say, hey, this is something that I just cannot tolerate in a space, and you continually step on that boundary, I do agree with you. I do think you need to be ready. If they're true boundaries, if it's true, you have to be ready to exit when somebody crosses your boundary.
Sure.
Yeah. Like that's why I said line in the sand.
Yeah, it has to be.
Yeah, but people will talk about it differently because they'll say like, "Oh, don't give me ultimatums," or "Ultimatums are not okay." But if we think about it, a boundary is an ultimatum, and I think that it should be, and
There are
that's
Jace.
healthy.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't necessarily mean like it has to be like, hey, like an ultimatum, because I don't want it to come across with that. If I'm communicating to you my truth, and I'm not even going to say or I'm going to leave you.
I think the psychology talk makes all these topics like say, like if I'm communicating my truth, nigga, it's a boundary / ultimatum, nigga. You just
No, I don't feel that way.
in
No,
therapeutic talk.
no. I'm not gonna come to you and say, "Hey, this is something that I desire," and I'm gonna lay out my truth and literally say, "Or I'm going to leave you." I feel like that's immature. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna.
You-
I
I
want to
think
be.
the or I'm gonna leave is implied.
Yeah, right.
No, not
Yes,
really.
It should be. That's
but look,
my
all,
point.
but all I'm gonna say is, if somebody really fucks with you and they're considerate and they love you, we're talking about somebody deep. I'm not even saying just somebody you just fucking. And I lay this out, and then I feel like you've comprehended my truth and my boundary, and then you habitually continue to cross that after
Habitual
further
non-step.
communication.
Yeah.
Then I think you owe it to yourself if you truly love yourself.
Respect it.
It's the continuous crossover.
Right, absolutely.
Like it's not like an ultimatum is like if this happens then I leave.
Yes.
That's an ultimatum. If you cheat then I leave. That's an ultimatum. as far as what Willie's talking about, if you keep crossing that boundary, it's like you have no consideration for how I just laid it out for you.
Yes.
I can't be any more clear.
Yep.
No, I respect all.
And you still cross it every time, so you have
I
no
don't like
consideration
how you
for
said,
me at
like,
all.
Habitually, because that implies to me like it happens a lot.
Yeah,
Usually does what
Yeah, I don't know
habitual, but
about
usually
that.
what
I'm
about
team leave that nigga because I got
No,
get two.
no,
but he-
two.
Because they can show up in something simple, right? So, like, for example, if you said, hey, for me, one of the things that's important to me is trust in a relationship. And then you may get into a situation where a woman starts feeling insecure, and they may
Like,
do something
starts
that...
rummaging through your shit.
Or just something like where they may accuse something where they feel like, hey, I don't trust this person. I may say, hey, I may look at this person and say, hey, her own hippocampus, her own insecurity is creating this. So I may address that and be like, hey, but also remember, for me, one of the things I've told you to enter into this relationship is trust is a boundary for me. We must maintain trust. So I'm not going to sit there and just leave because you did something to cross it the first time. But if I constantly communicate something and I feel like you comprehend it and I told you something important to me, but you continue to disregard that, then I feel like you have to.
Yeah,
you're not going to change it any other way unless you remove yourself.
You have no respect for what.
Yeah,
my boundaries
absolutely.
are.
People don't even
Good.
understand the power in removing yourself,
Yes.
right? Like even like Willie said, we were
I'm
talking
team
about.
leave that nigga.
No, not even if on a romantic sense, right? I have relationships that I had friends with, and I'm not cool with them, but sometimes you just got to remove yourself. They're crossing boundaries.
Yep.
Yeah.
They know they're crossing boundaries, and the only way, to Willie's point, is like sometimes like if that's you're out of bounds. I drew this line in the sand. You
So-
keep hopscotching my shit.
You can have it. You can even have boundaries in conversation.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
Like
for
with-
sure.
Yeah, I have boundaries in conversation now.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm a
I walk
habitual
away.
line stepper with Caitlin. She hates name calling,
Yeah.
and it don't bother me. So then,
But if I felt that way and you keep crossing it, I'm just gonna remove myself.
yeah,
I'm
one day
not-
she's gonna punch me in my face.
I hope not. We don't subscribe to this.
We don't describe the domestic violence here.
No, but
And just
I know because I know she's watching this. She's like, nigga, know I got boundaries,
yeah.
and he know how to get into my skin.
Metaphorically punch him in his face here at the
So, how do you feel? Do you feel like you more of an insecurity person, or you got boundaries that you like hard pressed on?
I'm very secure, but I think that's because like I don't know that being insecure shit just sounds tiring to me. You know,
see
like
that.
I did it already. Like once, you know, I went
We've
to
all
the
done it.
phone check. You know, all that shit. Like I'm
did
not
phone
doing
checks?
that shit again. Yeah,
He let you check his phone?
no,
Of course.
right.
Yeah.
But the phone still got checked.
Your phone, nigga.
But no, what I'm saying, I did the like dip off to the bathroom with your phone shit. Like I
Oh, and lock the door
never
like a
again.
Oh yeah, we talked about
Never
that one
again. So
episode.
now I'm like, look, cross the boundary. I'm dipping on your ass, and that's what it is.
But-
Everything
but-
else is fine.
But you know what? Most persons won't say that they have insecurities because they'll feel like it's weak. But like if you really, again, let's go back to defining an insecurity. An insecurity is just a reference of saying, hey, I've experienced this before. There's something in your brain mentally will say, like, it like literally tap into your hippocampus and say, hey, I've experienced this. This was the outcome. And I see. No, but I'm serious. It's literally a brain reaction to an event that happened to you.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying
I
is
got
that.
the textbook definition of insecurity for y'all.
Well, go ahead.
Uncertainty or anxiety about oneself, lack of confidence. Definition 2, the state of being open to danger or threat, lack of protection. See, women are gonna cling to that second.
So
They gonna say they want
one more.
So, but remember, so let's go. Let's
one
go
more
deep in
time.
two.
Let it
Hold on,
sink
Go
in.
to
One
two
more time.
because it's
the
gonna
second one or both of them.
second.
Both.
Okay.
It doesn't matter.
The first one, uncertainty or anxiety about oneself, lack of confidence.
Sure.
Number 2, and I think everybody would say they get that first one.
Right.
But number 2, the state of being open to danger or threat, lack of protection.
So now go back to what I was saying. The only way we as humans understand lack of danger or certain situations is because we either have awareness of something or we've
You put your
experienced.
hand on the
We've
stove.
been-
Right, exactly, 100%.
Yeah.
So what
Now
I'm
I
saying,
know.
right, exactly. So what I'm saying is that there are women who will get into a relationship. They have been with other men that did something negative or harmed them.
Red flag.
Right, and then red flag, and then you may do something that resembles that situation, and therefore that's when their insecurities rise.
And they wanna
But
impose that
right,
boundary.
but if you told a woman like, hey, that's your insecurity, that's when they will actually double down. Like, I don't have no insecurities, and go, you just
But
think like
you know,
I'm crazy.
the
But-
great thing about that definition, though, is
I fully agree.
the
Before you get that bar,
The
bro.
lack of
piece,
protection.
right?
Because I just thought about it, and then I would probably recant my statement. Like, I do
Thank you.
have
See, like, this is my show. Watch
insecurity,
it.
like, about certain things, but none of them are from a lack of confidence. So I don't have those ones.
Yeah, but see, it's
But I have
the
lack of
openness to
protection
danger, right?
on
When you're in a relationship, and you're romantically, like Willie said, not just fucking. This is a love thing. You're
Heart is open.
Yeah. There's a lack of protection there.
For sure.
Mm-hmm. So people create those insecurities to try to protect themselves from somebody else's actions. Mm-hmm. That's why I say I don't have any insecurities. Because, like you said, we've already done all those things.
Yeah.
So why would I keep doing them? That would make me crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm sitting there and I don't adhere to phone checks, you know, and the woman's gonna say, you don't do it because you don't want me to check your phone. No, I don't want to check your phone because whatever. First of all, I can interpret whatever the fuck.
True that.
Right? I was telling Willie, Caitlin works with this loan officer. I'm not gonna say his name, but sometimes bro get on the phone. It sounded a little flirty to me.
Right.
If I was an insecure nigga, I'm like, why the nigga like, hey, what's up to the hardest working realtor and boom, boom, boom. I'm like, nigga, sold one house. No shade. She
No
just
shade.
started.
She did.
Right.
About to do number 2, close deal 2, right?
Congrats.
But if an insecure nigga be like, yo, that sound real friendly. That's you trying to protect yourself from whatever she gonna do. She gonna do that anyway.
Just said you weren't gonna say his name.
Oh shit, I'll bleep it out. Jesus. Oh, you talk to nigga, but I don't know what he look like. I don't know, but I just hear their conversation. I don't give a fuck. That's business. You should have a good relationship with somebody like that.
Yeah, we call him
I don't
black
care.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But some people would be like, oh no, especially if you're not in a better position in life, you might be like, yo, what's up with you and bro?
Right.
He sound a little too friendly. You laughing and shit. That nigga ain't funny.
You don't never laugh at my
like-
jokes.
Yeah,
like that.
exactly. Exactly.
Who was that? Dave Chappelle on the phone?
Yeah, exactly. Yo, you got Chris Rock on the phone.
Yeah, you gotta be, because niggas can't be that hilarious.
Yeah.
You know what's so funny though? People will say, like, when you say you don't have insecurities, y'all say y'all don't have insecurities. People will look at that. Some people will look at that as you don't care. Like you have no care in the relationship.
No.
Oh, you have nothing. You have nothing that is
And that-
emotional
No,
to you.
it's more like
people looking at it like that.
Okay, but it's not so much that way. It's more like I chose to be in this relationship with you. My heart is open, and I guess if you're gonna shoot me, you're gonna shoot me.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
That and like I said, I cleaned it up at the beginning. My therapist told me I do. They're just not failing is an insecurity, right? But as far as like things that I can't control, I think I'm at the point in my life and at my big age of 35. Shout out to my last birthday.
I'm
that-
almost there, bro.
Huh?
Couple more weeks. I'm with you.
You know what I'm saying? But at this point, it's like you're gonna do what you're gonna do. What's wrong with you?
Nothing. I just realized nothing.
What did you just realize?
Nothing. I just realized it's almost June.
Nobody cares.
I said you didn't have to. I said nothing.
Anyway,
Keep going.
Anyway. But your insecurities can show up like, I don't want to let the people around me down. Shit like that can be an insecurity. So she had to open my eyes up to that. Like, everything's not about like, oh, you worried about like, oh, she like niggas that's taller than me. Okay, nigga, I ain't 7 feet. So what?
Right. Can't control it.
What the fuck?
And that's what I mean. Things like how nonchalant, it can come off as nonchalant. I don't care about those things, but like, it's just not something that I can't control that.
Right.
So the fact that I can't control it, I don't waste energy on it.
Nope.
And people will look at that as like, oh, he's nonchalant. No, I choose not to waste energy on that. I can't control it. I
You
can't
gonna shoot me?
Right, I can't change it. If you doing something and there's no reason for me to go look at your phone, if you're gonna do something, do it.
Yeah.
Me looking at your phone ain't gonna change it.
And I just be like, don't get caught.
Yep.
Then you just
Exactly.
discover it.
And then to Kadeem's
know.
point, like when I think about relationship insecurities, I think I do, and maybe it's narcissist or selfish, but I do think in a relationship, I would probably be thinking more like how I may get impacted. Like I might have insecurities about like, hey, I don't want to lose myself in this relationship, or I don't want to lose this part of me in the relationship, or like you said, I don't want to let my kids down by being in this relationship. But I don't have like direct insecurities about being in how that person's projecting on me. I'm more like, my insecurities would be more like, hey, in this relationship, how do I make sure I maintain myself? Like
How
that's
do I
probably
not end up being called husky?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, 100%. I think that would be that would be
Real rap,
that,
nigga.
but no, because you get in a relationship sometimes and it can morph how like the things that you
word
made
is funny.
your prioritization, right?
I know, and
Yeah, for sure.
when a man calls you husky, you gonna feel a ways.
No, but 100%.
I
But
can control that.
but at the end of the day, though, I do think that's something as a man you're probably being more thoughtful about. Not, hey, because you know when you go in a relationship with someone, you're gonna have to at some level prioritize their feelings, right? Yeah. So like my own relationship insecurity would be, how do I make sure I maintain this idea of trying to manage how our dynamic is or your feelings while at the same time not lose the things that I find important.
Yeah, being myself.
So that would be an insecurity for me. But do I have like cheating or infidelity type insecurities? No, I don't have those, because to Kadeem's point, I do believe that that's something that's not in my control. Yeah. And I can't do that. It's a fool's errand to think about something I have no control of. But I do have control about how I show up up in a space.
Yep.
And so I do focus there, 100%.
100%. Anything else?
Good job, Willie.
Yeah, we unpacking.
Willie like creates a whole thought, and by the time he's done, it's a masterpiece.
Thank you,
Good
Lydia. I
job,
appreciate
Willie.
that.
Good job.
Y'all always patting each other on the back. They do that. Fuck y'all. That's a good point, Lydia. That's a good point, Lydia. Fuck y'all.
No.
Hey, good point.
I'm about to say good shit over there, bro. Shit, bro. Fuck.
We do subscribe to affirmations here at Just Another Podcast. Black love. Affirmations.
Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell.
Exactly.
Oh,
What's up? What's up?
we can't not talk about this, and it's probably probably been overdone online. But since we're in a relationship talk, first we want to say rest in peace to Kevin Samuel.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Apostle.
Gone
Kevin
too
Samuel.
soon.
Too soon.
I think he was set up.
I'm not. I don't want to get into the conspiracy
Me neither.
theories about it.
Me neither.
There are theories.
But
Just don't sound right to me.
the nastiness after somebody passes away, and I didn't even, I don't read the comments. If y'all make comments about me, if, I get that that's a whole thing, like on the Shade Room for people, like, half of it is you trying to make the most outlandish comment, right? You trying to get people to like your comment.
so
you
they'll
trying
like
to be
repost
funny.
it and people will
Yeah,
laugh and they'll
but
tag you.
if I die and they in my comments going, Cam, bro, call one of my cousins to spin the block. Because what the fuck, bro?
Yeah.
Like,
I
seriously?
wonder if he's high value in heaven.
Like, nasty, bro.
Damn, that was a good one, but bad.
You the problem.
No, what?
You
no,
the problem.
that's not
And
what
you
I
would have
meant.
gave
I
up.
mean,
You would have gave up a like.
No.
You would have
I'm
gave up a
saying,
like.
If somebody wrote that, that'd be like, ooh.
No, somebody definitely probably wrote it.
Like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, that was written.
but again,
I didn't make that up.
We have to look at the people that make
Oh, that's
these.
what they said about Kevin?
Yeah, I didn't make that bar up.
Oh, well.
I
But
don't,
we have to
I
look
don't
at
rap
the
that well.
we have to look at the people that make those comments. I mean, I just think the level of intelligence and thoughtfulness of people who say that really aren't the people that really are going to be doing much in their lives to begin with. Because if you can't,
miserable.
right, if you can't extrapolate the man, like the kind of like the things that he did as an entrepreneur compared to the message, then I have no respect for you anyway. Because to me, you can separate the two. Even if we disagree with everything that man said, this is a guy who dominated on social media in his late 50s.
Yes.
How many people do you know in your 50s even know how to use social media? This is a guy that had 1 million+ followers.
And was really
And
just hitting
grinded
stride.
consistently to get there.
Yeah, and was a cancer survivor, and was someone who literally changed the way people even interacted on YouTube streams. This is a guy that literally, like, if you go back and look,
Should
he
we have
was
seen it coming, though? Because Kevin wasn't a small man, but they said he was short.
he wasn't short.
No, I know, but they used to say he was short.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
They used to say all kinds
I'm gonna
of
say he was
They
like
said
6 foot.
everything that they could possibly
Say
say
he's
about this
gay.
man.
Yeah.
They said he was
gay,
gay.
hates women, blah, blah, blah. The list is long.
I mean, I can imagine that this guy had a lot going on, but I couldn't have ever thought that he was going to pass away suddenly the way he did. Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, at the end of the day, this is a guy who's on YouTube for 6+ years, literally grinded and was the like key to consistency, and he was all about leveling up for black men and black women. And the first thing he did, which is amazing that people don't talk about, was he actually was making messages to make black men better for black women.
Facts.
That's 100%.
No, that's what
Fact.
the whole mission
That was the whole mission was.
Even before that,
It was actually to bring the black family together.
exactly. Even before that, he's making videos of how to improve as a black man. Just all right, this is the kind of clothes you need to wear. These are the kind of suits you need to have in your closet. These are the type of colognes you can wear. Like even the small things that make black men improve. That was his message at
And
first.
nobody had a problem with him.
Yeah,
talking
right.
black men.
At all.
And he was about building community. So one of his very early platforms was about building community of other black influencers coming together and pooling resources and developing content. What he became famous for, what probably became viral for, was his communication around black women. But both messages were the same. It was about raising the standards of us as black people for each other.
Yeah.
And the fact that you would think that that's somebody we should celebrate passing away is insane.
I mean,
then they
they
even
had
tried to say-
Twitter Spaces and everything
The
for it.
GoFundMe thing, everything. Was
Speaking of that, y'all saw what Jamal Bryant, the big pastor in Atlanta, said, right?
Oh,
What'd he say?
no.
What?
I'll
was
read
in the
verbatim what he
middle of-
says.
Oh, I could.
He says, "How
Oh, you
can
could send me the link. I'll play it. If
Oh,
you
I
got
don't,
it.
I don't think I have
Okay.
a video. But he said, how can a man say that you are low value after 35? How can a man say that you don't have the level of traction or of high-powered men when that man has to have a GoFundMe for his funeral?
Wow.
At church.
At church, in the middle. And
church.
people cheered it.
Yeah.
It's insane.
People cheered it.
I ain't gonna lie to you. That's why
I don't know. You don't get respect in life.
But
Why would you expect it
but
after your
wait.
death?
But and then
people respect him.
but let's even talk about the GoFundMe though, right? Let's play it both ways. Let's say what everybody thinks a GoFundMe represents is, oh, the guy didn't have any money. But then also think about this guy has some type of estate that's going to someone. If you have the ability to raise funds for a funeral, if you didn't have any real tie to that person or you own the estate and you could get that taken care of, what does that do for the person that owns the estate? That means more money in their pocket. And you don't really care about how these people are viewing this individual because now that he's passed away. So in my opinion, whoever's controlling the estate, it behooves them to raise money for the funeral because it means more money in their pocket. So somebody having a GoFundMe is not representative of he doesn't have any money.
Right.
The two aren't
To
equal.
men who have no authority. How can a man say that you are of low value after 35? How can a man say that you do not have the level of traction of a high-powered man when that man has got to get a GoFundMe for his funeral? And say,
Well, how can a man that cheated on his wife several times and had another baby in front of a nationwide television show and embarrassed her in front of the whole America say all of that in front of a congregation?
Exactly.
How you got that much energy, bro?
Mega church.
Right. How are you a leader of a megachurch and you are disgraced as a man? Your children don't even fuck with you. I watched that show, by the way. Real Housewives of Potomac. He's an embarrassment. And his children don't fuck with you.
I didn't know who the hell.
Jamal Brown.
I mean, I knew the name.
Yeah, very, very prominent reverend
But
pastor in Atlanta.
But like I said, it goes back to our original comment about when we were joking about the Oscars. Black people, we don't do well with community and uplifting people. We just don't. This is a prime example.
Any direction of like unity or like having some accountability. That's really what he was about, like having accountability about yourself.
On both sides.
Both sides.
Yeah.
So in our community, instead of this person, you don't even have to address it. Jamal Bryant didn't even have to address it. But instead, because we believe in the still being that crab, you felt it was necessary for you to address a man in his passing.
Yeah, low hanging fruit.
Yep.
Yeah, and you go viral.
Yeah, that's fucking
Exactly. Now I get more views to my church and more money.
Which is crazy, because why do you have all these people following you any fucking way? You're in charge of like communicating the Lord's word, right? But you're not impeccable with your own.
And he don't live by it
I don't understand.
at all.
You don't gotta
That's-
live by it, bro.
That's one of the
You
four
don't.
agreements.
None of them do.
Well, Kevin Samuels, rest in power, mind you.
Yeah.
We're
Will
going
be
to
missed.
continue the good work here as
Yeah.
high value men ourselves and Lydia.
And
Absolutely. And the clock is
But
still
I
ticking.
think-
35.
And it's like, bro, nothing's wrong with saying. It's just saying, like, bro, if you know what I mean? You 35, you ain't been married, you kind of been outside,
Mm-hmm.
you got a kid already. We're not using an example.
Right.
We're just saying in general.
Right.
Your value is lower out here.
Right.
Duh. Where is that not equated?
And
Like,
he's saying your value is lower to men of a certain
the men
income.
that y'all say y'all want. You
Right.
say you want a man that makes 6 figures, 250, 300, whatever the
If you
fuck.
watch
He
his
don't
videos,
want you.
if you watch his videos, he'll say period, like point blank period. What's wrong with the man that works in construction? What's wrong with a man that's a blue collar man?
Not
What's
on
wrong?
my level.
Exactly.
We ain't gonna be able to talk.
Exactly.
He ain't go to college.
And then he'll ask, "What is your level?"
You renting. Oh man, I believe the bitch out.
Yeah, you can't do that.
I'm just saying that's what be happening. Like, come
Yeah.
on, man, you working hella hard to buy bags and rent, luxury apartment with white appliances. I be peeping y'all appliances.
Yeah.
I'm a-
A white fridge is crazy. That's sick.
When I see somebody post and they be posted up, and I look in the background and you see the little electric stove with the white electric stove, I be like, where are you at?
You're sick.
Even the apartments
I
got
don't care.
stainless steel.
Right.
Where are you?
I don't care how it comes off. You're sick.
Yeah, where do you live?
If you're posting that, like, if
Oh no, they pissed.
I ain't saying that you can't. Everybody can't be past that.
We
'Cause-
shaming niggas with white appliances.
No, I'm just saying, don't be
started
posting it like you
But
popping.
they get grimy, and that's yucky.
That is. Don't post that like you're popping and it's a white fridge.
At least
behind
they
you,
be
bro.
black. At least
You got
black.
a Birkin
Not
bag.
even
black.
black. Not even black.
Yeah, for you, because you're an elitist. But
Actually, I have black stainless steel at my house.
right.
Mine is dark gray.
What I'm saying, just not white.
I'm not an elitist. No, I am.
You said you.
No,
I
I
said,
ain't.
nigga. You said
Nigga.
I got that word for you.
No, I am. I love when it's like, hey, 1K, you can get on a plane. I don't like that the military niggas get on before me. I don't. You can serve your country before Group 1.
Yes.
Yeah, you can.
But the amount of money you have to spend to get the 1K, you should be the first on the plane.
I should be the first on the plane.
I don't like the love they get, the military. I'm sorry. I really don't.
Hey, hold up. No, we gonna go down the slippery slope.
I really don't. I really don't.
Topic.
They're gonna cancel.
Oh, Elliot, but you're not wrong.
Episode 104 is the one.
I actually agree.
You know what I don't like about military niggas? They go everywhere in their fucking uniform just to get free shit. Like you could have went home and changed and everything.
Absolutely.
You actually left. You put on your uniform. You're not even active right now. You put on your uniform, went to a store just so you can get an active military discount. You are.
They're gonna get military back.
And I wish it was more.
We should.
For the wrong
We
reason.
should.
And I think we should be like going back to the idea of elitists and hierarchies. Like the military is super hierarchical, but I feel like if you're in the military, you know the hierarchy. But like sometimes the common people don't. Like I want more visibility to your ranking when you have on that uniform.
Exactly.
Like if you're
Exactly.
exactly.
I know
Like,
niggas that
that's
are
where
captains
different
of
colors.
ships, and I know you
Exactly.
E2 niggas.
Exactly.
Right.
That bingo. And I want clear delineation.
Captains? All right, cool.
Exactly.
You did your
And
thing,
so
bro.
when we're doing boarding, it should be a certain level. Like
Right.
Oh yeah,
captains and above.
Captain, admiral,
Yeah.
Admirals.
Matter of fact, if you're in the Air Force and you can land this plane, you can go first. You could be in the front.
yeah. If you can land
be
the plane,
back up to the backup
Oh,
nigga.
for sure.
Yeah, exactly. I'm with that.
If
Like,
you
now
have
utility,
right.
Yeah,
But if you just signed up because you didn't know what you were gonna do,
you have value.
Oh,
Exactly.
those are the niggas that really be like pounding their chest with it.
Right.
Like,
I know.
yeah.
No,
You
nigga.
signed up to be in the military for Jordans and a Charger.
Yeah, exactly. We're not respecting
For
that.
that, you don't
Totally
deserve
agree.
to get
Right.
on
You
the
don't
plane.
deserve to get a plane. You don't deserve to get a cheaper housing.
many years
And
have
those
you
be
been
the
in?
same ones that be like, yo, when I'm at work, I don't be doing shit.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I know they don't.
Like,
they
but you want me to?
Right.
You gotta stop the military.
One weekend a
No,
month.
and have you murked a nigga for us?
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah, did you kill anybody?
You get a black tier in the
Right.
military when you murk a nigga.
Exactly.
Should get a black tier.
Should get a black tier.
Should get a black
Exactly.
tier.
Exactly.
And that's yo.
That's what I'm
Anyway,
saying.
no, can we please stop?
Please don't.
Fuck them niggas.
Oh! Stop! They're gonna cut that clip, and then 5 years later, it's gonna like tear down our whole platform.
Especially in a 7-5, nigga. We're done.
We're done.
Fuck them niggas.
You might be tainted by the area.
Exactly.
They gonna be like,
They're like, you
tired
talking
of
about the
them.
military to 7-5?
they shitted on my scat
Yeah,
pack.
exactly. Exactly. My whole family's in the military. We hate you.
I don't care.
My whole family's in the military. I'm just saying.
I got people in the military.
doing shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
My uncle was in the Air Force
They be
for
getting
40
100%
years.
disability. Ain't never went nowhere.
Right. I went nowhere.
You ain't never murked nobody.
You get paid for the rest of your life for nothing.
Yo,
you
yo.
tripped at work.
Exactly.
I have listened.
Fuck them niggas.
No. We gotta stop. We have to stop.
I have listened
So,
to those
we had
conversations.
a good
When niggas
question.
were plotting on how to get more disability.
No, they always do.
Yo,
They
for
like,
no reason.
I didn't even know that was a scheme.
I
I
have
would
heard
have did it out of high school. I'm telling you.
Oh, yeah, no.
Exactly,
I
bro.
did 3.
Right. I done did an easy 3-4.
Exactly. Got
Easy.
back on campus at 21
And
with
I'm
disability.
chilling.
God.
I'm chilling.
Hold on. Can everybody be
Okay.
quiet
Like,
real
oh, you
quick?
got to get that extra 10%. You got to go in there and say blah blah blah.
Here, just in the podcast, we support the United States.
Fuck them niggas.
I just don't like y'all getting on the plane before. That's it.
Yeah,
I don't know about the rest, but getting on the plane, it do irk me.
I don't like
Yo.
a lot of shit.
Listen,
Sometimes I ain't gonna lie.
They're important.
Are they?
Sometimes if I'm really like in a hurry, I want to get in my seat, and they call for them niggas, they don't be checking. I get in them.
Yeah, me too.
Them SEAL team niggas are important. You can get on before me.
Yeah. Let's see your team.
And I'm,
SEAL teams,
and I'm just
you can
disappointed
I'm
that when
trying
I
to
was
get off
18, no one told me about the
spinning back in the
disability
block.
scheme.
Spinning this block so
If you would have told me about the disability scheme, I would have been in. So I'm actually disappointed. No one told me.
Yo, oh, for
I know. I didn't know.
Right, for life,
for
I
nigga.
didn't know.
For sure.
I'd have been on ODU at 21 with disability, nigga. I'd have been crushing it.
Right, Charger and everything.
Exactly, nigga. I'd have pledged
I
and
haven't heard of
everything
some niggas
with
that he put on
with
the list when he
money.
goes
With
to
money,
the office.
I do yours too.
Exactly.
So if you at the crib, you entertaining a young lady, and she needs a hair tie, and she asks you for one,
You don't have one.
you just
It's
say
a
you
trap.
don't have one.
It's a trap. You don't have one.
So my original emotional reaction, probably coming from a very beta state, was to say you don't have one. Then I had to ponder about it. And I said, no, the goal is to make sure she knows she isn't the only one.
Yeah.
Unless we're in a full-blood relationship.
Bring it up. Just say what kind?
Right.
Yeah,
it depends.
I've got
It depends on what game you're in.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what it is.
we're
in a
spinning
relationship-
plates.
Yeah, you're right.
spinning plates.
Now, if you're in a fully committed relationship, then the fact that she asked you for a hair tie probably says she doesn't trust you to begin with, right? Because like now she's like, okay, that was a trick question.
Yeah, kind of. Because I wouldn't ask it, like, that wouldn't be in my brain. If I need a hair tie, I'm not going to ask it.
So getting into my Marcus Graham bag, like
That's what I was about to say. I actually went and bought hair.
bought hair ties and toothbrushes and shit like that, so you can be comfortable at my establishment.
It better be
What
a
kind of-
crispy pack.
No,
Yeah, I'm not having
Now,
not hair.
With extra hair.
No,
hanging
hair.
off
No,
of it, like-
no. I ain't
to
getting
Willie's
off.
point, about 4 are missing. You want the first one to ask.
Yeah.
But I did buy this pack.
Nah,
This is
absolutely.
nobody else's one.
That's
This
okay.
hair tie.
Right.
is you.
That's okay.
Exactly.
But
She's
you
got-
hand
she's
me
gotta know.
a fucking
So that-
hair tie and it's got somebody else's beady beads on it.
Yeah, but if you
That's
got a
not
pack,
okay.
therefore it gets what you want over Willie. She knows she
Right.
doesn't. She's not the only one, and I gave you a clean one.
I give you a
Yeah,
clean one.
fresh.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Fresh
So
out
we're good. On both-
So unless we're in a
Or-
committed relationship, yes, and you have one, give it to her.
yes,
Or,
Yeah.
like I said,
100%.
I have a daughter. What color you
That's
want?
an excuse. Yeah,
See, that's like middle ground. I
You
think
can really get that
but
off.
really
I'm
need-
really gonna get
But you
stabbed for that
really,
later.
but you really do need to like
Using
make
Sienna
sure
for
that she
bars.
knows. If we're not in a relationship, there has to be subtle things that you have to realize that
You're
you
not
know
the only
we're spinning plates.
Yeah. If you see me out, winking
Absolutely.
a nod. If my night's not going the right way, you'll get a text.
Yeah, and then if I hand it to you and it prompts a conversation of what we are, that's probably also progress.
That
What
would be
we are.
weird.
No, that's what's gonna happen.
what are we?
If you, depending on where you are in that dynamic, and you pull out a hair tie that reminds her that you're you're outside, and depending on where she feels, she's gonna want to ask. Either way, all of them are good. Because I feel like
You like the what are we question?
no, I feel like I like
gonna
I
say
like
no. Either way, all-
no. But I do.
Wait a minute.
I do.
Pause. This is coming from the same nigga who I remember you said this about basketball shorts. You said you
Yeah.
went somewhere.
And this bitch
then
tried to give me some basketball
The girl
shorts.
had a
I'm
pair
never.
of basketball
No, but I
shorts
respect.
from a different dude.
If
No,
they're
but I do.
No. She tried to tell me they weren't from a different dude, and
Right.
I don't care where you say the basketball shorts are from. By assumption, by law, by
They're not
by
yours.
chance. That was another nigga.
see,
Like,
It's the
if she
same
give you a
shit.
hoodie,
She's
it's a
spinning
nigga's
plates.
hoodie.
She's
When have you?
spinning plates.
Why do you have an extra large hoodie?
No, but I respect clarity.
I don't remember-
I respect clarity though.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, if you have that, if that's something that's on your mind, let's bring it up. Because that just because you ask me
You
what.
want another nigga short?
No, I'm saying just because you ask me what we are doesn't mean I'm gonna come back and say we're gonna be together.
Of course, yeah.
I'm saying I'm down for clarity. If that's on your mind, let's get it out.
Yeah, if you got that,
Yeah, it's a
if you got
conversation.
enough balls to ask that question, be ready for the answer.
Yeah, be ready for it.
I don't even know what was going on for me to be like, yo, you got an extra pair of shorts? And she was like, oh, yeah.
What, why can't I wear the shorts I have on?
But I respect her doing it because like Lydia said, she's spinning plates.
That's disrespectful.
So it's her version of the hair tie. So whoever you were, I respect it.
I was like, hold on.
The fact that you asked is you fucked up.
Yeah,
Like,
because
no,
it's
I
clothes
didn't.
at my house.
I didn't even
respect
think
her to
about
pull out.
it.
Actually, I
Yeah.
do, nigga.
What size you
No,
need?
exactly. The last
No,
nigga
they
was
mine. I used to
6'2",
wear it. She was
but
like, yeah. No, seriously. I was like, I thought about
You look like a medium to large.
Exactly.
And then go into my closet. You like
Exactly.
black, gray, or
exactly, nigga. Exactly.
How would you feel about that?
How'd I feel about what?
You
If-
gray sweatpants.
No, like from gray. Like she goes. She can right. That print ain't really.
You ain't feeling them out the same.
Ain't feeling them out. Let's go with the black. Let's go with the black.
Let's go with the black
Black.
then.
No. And
I have
then-
a story I
then
want
he
to
come
tell, but
back
I want to
over.
save it for Patreon whenever.
Yo, he come back over and then be like, "Where's my sweats?" And be like, "Oh, those are yours." Like the other nigga who sweats. Oh my god.
Man. Same with hoodies.
Yeah.
You know.
Got a little swap meet going on. At your
Have y'all
house.
ever?
Not a swap me. I hear that double entendre there. Swap
No, 'cause
meets.
so I'm a dude, and I was out here.
Crazy.
Have y'all ever had
Bars.
a shirt that you loaned out to a girl? She had the shirt on, and then later you still had your sweatshirt or hoodie or whatever the case may be, and then you loaned it out to another joint. Like now, this is like the community.
Oh yeah.
Y'all all can wear this hoodie.
Yeah.
No, I don't think I've ever done that.
I had a Nike hoodie that was just like the go-to.
I'm not gonna
For
say
the
what kind of crew neck or hoodie or sweatshirt
It
it
is
might
what
have
it
been, but I just wanted.
It was a black.
No, because you're right. Because certain hoodies you want to get back. So I guess it depends on the investment of the
But then
The
garment.
this one,
old,
but
the
you
old
can
shorty
have
be like,
this.
"Oh, you got her wearing it too."
Yeah.
Respect it.
See, as a man, I wouldn't say nothing about it. I'd be like, oh, okay. I would just peep, but girls be like, you got her wearing the same shit, nigga?
Yes.
I don't know. Every time I think about the hoodies, I always think about the Drake line, and when he was like, "Yo, she has Al hoodies all in her luggage." Like, I feel like the garments I would probably want to give.
Another podcast.
Yeah, you just gotta like let her hold on to that. She'll know always.
Yeah. Just at that point, just walk away, gentlemen.
Yeah, absolutely.
She still wants them.
Yep.
On the topic of Drake,
Oh.
bro sashed Drake, and it said something about his son, and then he slid in his girl's
Oh
DMs.
yeah, he DM'd his wife.
He
Bruh.
DM'd bro's wife.
I fully respect that.
She tried to get it off though. She tried to get that pub off.
You got to try to get the pub off.
She tried to.
Sure.
She tried to create a Twitter page. That shit didn't fly.
Yeah,
Niggas was
no,
blocking
Make a
it.
Twitter page?
Yeah, she tried to.
cares.
Like
She
a
tried
whole
to.
page?
Yes, she tried to.
What do you do if a girl you talking to Drake's in her DM?
I respect that. I'd be like, yo, like if I'm dating a girl that's in the league of Drake DMing her, I feel like that's what's up.
But he put her in the league because he was talking.
Yeah, no, but either way, I mean, like I said, like I thought it was a great response. I mean, what can you
I
do?
feel like you have to submit. This is your king. This is your king.
Do you
Wants
throw-
your wife. You give him your wife.
Do you throw stones at the dude that could like blow 250,000 and it's nothing?
That's what I'm saying. It's nothing you can do.
I mean, yeah, you really can't.
I mean, you gotta imagine that she's gonna say that she loves her husband and yada yada because she knows it's not real. But if that was like a real slide, and like it wasn't like, just a reaction. Yeah, that's what she's going, nigga.
Nigga, like the time
Nigga.
Drake flew a girl and
Exactly.
her husband out to an
Yes.
island for recording and fucked her in the studio and the husband found out and they got divorced.
Yes.
Yeah.
That no.
Drake is on that
And
type
then
of time.
Then he rapped about it and talked about it was like cold pizza, better in the
Yeah,
morning.
oh my
Damn.
God. I know. And then the song, whatever song she did, never came out.
Yeah.
We've never heard this track.
Never ever heard that.
Yo, so like, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, the only reason why the wife probably knew how to play it because they knew that it wasn't like genuine. But if he really slides in your girl's DMs, what can you do? Women are hypergamous by nature, unless she's like, yeah,
You got to be like,
don't let me hold you back.
exactly.
Yeah. Flourish.
Because if Beyonce or Janae Aiko slides in mine, I'm not
Yep.
saying, oh, nigga, nigga,
Don't even,
Nigga.
you shouldn't even feel bad about it.
nigga,
Kadeem is very quiet.
nigga.
We've had this conversation at my house.
I'm not going
He's
in.
not even going to nod.
No, I'm sorry,
don't
Janae
feel
Aiko. I
bad.
gotta go.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Come on. It's Beyonce.
Exactly.
Look,
no,
look,
no, no.
look, they are
I know,
baiting
no,
you right now.
no,
He is
no, no.
staring.
What are we doing here?
What are we doing?
If it's a real slide, I'm out.
scared.
Like,
Come on.
Like, we come back.
I say the most
You should
not gonna
encourage.
nod.
You should encourage me
But
to
I'm saying
go.
you're not gonna
exactly.
nod.
That's like, for the team.
I'm not scared at all.
Come on. Be
Right.
nice.
That's what I'm saying. So if Drake really DM my girl, I would actually be like, damn, I respect it. I would be like, yo, you've gotten to a point where you've gotten the attention of a guy in that stature.
Sick.
Yeah, exactly. Go see what that's like.
They be like, yo, Drake's plane just landed at ORF.
But
That's
this is all,
crazy.
But this is all
Hey,
I'm gonna
you
say.
better hurry. You're gonna be late, girl.
I'm gonna give her. I'm gonna coach her. I'm gonna be like, look, when you go out here, the goal is to get pregnant.
Right.
Anything less is your.
Drake's not letting these girls.
That's what I'm saying. But I'm a
That's
coach
the
her and
goal.
say, yeah, thank you.
And you
that
need
is where
spicy
you need
need
to
to
come
do
into.
is start
Yeah, but
poking
see,
holes.
hot sauce
So that's why we have to respect.
poking
That's why I
holes in
respect his baby
condoms.
mom.
Good one.
That his like when people talk about his baby mom, like yo, she's an idol.
goat.
She's a goat.
Yeah, she's a goat.
I mean, she did something that other women can only aspire to do.
Yes.
So before my girl leaves, I'm gonna sit her down and be like, look, we know where the bar is. Anything less is not an achievement. At least get a Birkin or something. He has a Birkin collection. What can you get? What do we
Those
say?
are
What
for
do we
hit-
say? What do you call them? Yeah, souvenirs. Let's sit down and strategically talk about the souvenirs you're gonna get from this experience.
For sure.
What do you want out of this? What is this? When you give up the pussy, how much do you value your pussy?
Yeah. How much is it actually worth to you?
What would
But-
Kevin Samuels say about this?
I was gonna ask you, there's a new precedent being set though. What would Kevin say about it?
I would ask.
Oh,
him.
we need to get those bracelets off.
Yeah, exactly.
What would Kevin do?
Exactly.
There's been a precedent set by law. There's been a woman convicted
Oh, yeah.
of poking a hole through a condom.
About time. That should be a charge.
Yep.
Just like
It should be.
accusing niggas of rape and they didn't rape you. All that shit.
39-year-old German woman involved with a 42-year-old man. Their friends with benefits situation
She
going
was
on.
tired of playing that game.
She was tired of playing that game. It's late in the game. Like you said,
I respect
35.
it.
She's past. She's in overtime.
Yeah.
value is
She's
down.
4
Yeah, she's
4 years.
Yeah, she's 4 years old.
Look, she's on a downward slope
Yes.
on the graph.
Yeah, bro.
Trend is
Her
not
value curve is trending downward.
Yeah, man. They started
on the back end of the bell.
They started a relationship online. I guess she's like, yo, the clock is ticking, bro. Like she wanted more than friends with benefits, and she started poking holes in the condoms, and she's been now charged with sexual assault. It's the first one.
But that was in Germany?
No, she's a German woman.
Oh, but
It's
she's
here.
US. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Where do we know what state that's in?
Let's see.
We need to cite this.
For sure.
No, we do not.
This is in Georgia.
They're not playing with y'all.
Yeah, they're not playing.
That's dope.
Thoughts?
At all.
Don't do that.
I respect it. Thank
You
you.
know you're
Sexual-
friends with benefits if we're still fucking with a condom on. You're never getting anything from me. I'm not even raw dogging that.
Exactly.
I don't even like you for real.
I
I don't
know.
even want skin to skin with you. nigga. Let's be real.
3 years in a relationship, like, yo, you got the troach?
I'm not even rolling the dice. my nigga. I don't even really like you.
That shit lets you know where you stand already.
Facts.
Right.
Because I mean, to
Facts.
be honest, like, be honest, guys.
Yeah.
After about 10 to 15
Days. Y'all be whipping it off.
that condom's
Days.
going
Lydia's
on.
telling the
Come on.
truth.
Days.
I'm about to say after maybe the first encounter.
No,
maybe.
when I'm saying Lydia's they're gonna tell the truth because like what men say and then what men actually do, I always go to women for real life. What happens when you're in a room full of niggas, you're gonna get an inflated truth. Lydia's like, no, days, nigga.
No, I wasn't gonna inflate the
I'm
truth.
saying, if you hit
maybe,
it,
maybe the first interaction.
No, you was about to say 10 or
Maybe.
15 times.
No, I wasn't.
Lydia was
I
like
was gonna say 10 or 15
days.
I don't even buy
No, this is
I'm
team
raw
raw
dog.
dog.
I'm raw
He's
dog
raw dog.
ET. Hell
But I'm
no.
saying if you're not team raw
No,
dog,
I
it'd still be
thought-
like 10 days.
No, I
gotta
thought,
get a
I thought
dog
you was about to
bark.
say 10 or 15 times. Lydia was like 10 or 15 days, nigga. What do you mean? The
Right.
third time.
yeah, the third day. I was being lenient.
I don't even want to have to use the whole 3-pack.
The third time.
That, so
Lydia was like, nigga, what are you talking about?
Take it
After the
off.
second one, the niggas
So-
coming with none.
Right.
exactly. So
Yeah, my left foot.
if we're still
Ready to die,
doing
man.
that,
Do you respect
was
a girl
funny.
more that after you be like, oh, I don't have a condom? She be like, well, you gotta go to 7-Eleven.
I
You respect her more? Or you more like, damn, she worse than
I was
No,
pissed.
I don't know. Because like, I'm 50-50 on it because it's kind of like,
It depends on which side of the
Yeah,
brain you're
like-
thinking with.
yeah, exactly. I don't know. I don't know.
Like your
if, I don't
dick
know
is
how I
like,
feel about it.
but your brain is like,
Because like I don't know, like I don't know. I don't know.
I don't
know how I feel about a woman.
I respected it.
No, I think I want to respect it, but I also been women who
It ain't
also
convenient to me.
who also had their own stash, and I didn't know how I felt about that. I was confused.
Yeah, hey.
Pull out the gold
Oh,
top
you
for
forgot it? Here, top
No,
drawer.
I know. I was like, oh no.
But then you got a 3-pack. She got the
Right,
45.
the 45.
But
Yeah.
it's all a mental.
like,
Let's go back to the hair tie because when she pulls it out, you're like, oh no.
No,
Oh no, that
See?
shit, which one you need?
not you. Oh, you a lifestyle man.
I don't got a whole lot of those.
Second drawer, my man.
That's our original statement. These hoes be playing these mind games. You got to do it too, my nigga. You got to go play your game.
That's what I said. It goes on to what
'Cause
game
they
you
would do
playing.
it too. Exactly. What game are we playing?
Are we playing Uno? Or are we playing
That's
Spades?
her
Which
hair
one?
tie.
Exactly.
What are we
That's
doing?
her hair tie.
That's her hair tie.
Exactly. It goes both ways.
Ew.
Because I've seen it.
that's all.
No, we've all seen it.
That's
We've
bad.
Seen it.
Mm-hmm.
I've definitely been. You don't have a condom. You gonna go to
I've seen a girl have it in her
7-Eleven.
purse, my nigga.
7-Eleven.
Same. Pulled it out the purse. I'm like, damn.
So you was just ready.
You just traveling
walk
with
around
shit.
like that.
Because
least
they knew
you-
that it
at
might
least you're
get
prepared.
popping. So
Yeah, at least you're prepared.
Yep.
I'm team raw dog. I'm on.
They was like safe sex is the best
I'm
sex.
just
I was like,
gonna not say it.
Cool.
Lydia, have you ever carried condoms on your person?
No,
Damn it, Willie. That's what I was gonna not talk about.
Damn, he's about to tell us I don't even carry.
I don't care.
Shut up.
Look, she don't care.
I'm not gonna say
You know when a girl texts you and they're like, I'm allergic to latex, you're like, oh shit.
Bullshit.
Nasty.
That lets you know what time it is, though.
anything.
You're allergic to
got it,
latex.
girl.
anything.
I've got no sex.
Yeah, you want to know the stats on people that are allergic to latex in real life?
You've been working against
It's
me.
3% of Americans that are. You're not in that 3%, man.
Exactly.
Working against me, Willie.
My bad, Lydia.
Damn.
My bad, Lydia.
We're gonna keep this pod short though, because we got some places to be. Do y'all have anything else y'all want to talk about? Y'all got any TV y'all been watching?
I just,
Okay, let's talk about this. Jesus. Young Thug. This is the last topic, and maybe a little TV. Young Thug
They might
Why
get
still?
hit with that
Gun.
Rico.
getting hit with the Rico. The state Rico, true, not the Fed Rico. That might be a big difference.
yeah.
But they said they got him on the wiretap. Like, them niggas still outside. You ain't shot a nigga yet.
It's
Thugger.
over.
They like, nigga, ain't that you minus the auto tune?
Yeah,
they
that's-
got you.
That's you, my nigga.
God damn.
Yeah, that's 5 to 20.
And I liked his last project. by the way.
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah.
He just died yesterday.
R.I.P.
They got a lawsuit against him from
Yeah.
the PG event.
Yeah.
His baby mama died.
Yeah, bowling alley.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
The
bad
world
right
sky
now.
is falling.
Ran up in the crib, guns and drugs.
I didn't know what YSL stood for either.
Me neither.
I know what the
I'm not
real.
that hip.
Young Stoner.
Like,
That's the record.
That's
but
what I
the
thought.
gang
Yeah.
is Young Slime Life.
Yeah.
Gang.
Slat.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, that's a slapper too. They was
Allegedly,
joking.
not
I
again.
feel like the music
I'm with
industry is
Thug.
gonna suffer.
Oh no, the music industry is definitely
It's just
gonna
gonna.
suffer.
Yeah, I want him to get out, but
That's what
About
hurt
5 to
me.
20.
I was like, God damn. Yeah. Can you set up a studio?
Gunna
in
has a
jail
chance though.
for that?
Gunna has a
Jay,
chance.
so what they got on him?
Gunna, he's just there
Because he makes money for
Yeah.
racketeering.
because he's been around YSL.
Yeah.
They going for Thug.
Yeah,
That's a sad
might be out of here.
Now, what are y'all thoughts? They said Young Thug has like 100 acres, and he wanted to build up like a yeah. It's like that. You know, sometimes
We can go down
you
the conspiracy
you got money
wormhole if
and
you like.
Got land, and they like. I mean, I don't want to have to get in a conspiracy
Yeah.
bag, but then they be like, yo, you got to
They
get
be
the fuck
looking.
up out of here.
They have
Like,
stuff in. They just have stuff in the
affluent.
stash. Like, all right, because
You want to do what?
you've been bringing.
Bro, if you don't just keep buying Rolls Royces,
Right, but you've been building this case for 8 years, and you just been allowing us to kill niggas in the state of Georgia. That makes no sense.
well, you killing other black people.
I know, but you just
I
been
mean, but that's how it worked. Though.
exactly.
Yeah.
But so as long as we're doing that, we're good. But as soon as we start buying land and doing positive shit, then oh no, remember them niggas you killed? So yeah, nah.
It sucks because I know they employ
Land
like
is for the
hundreds of
whites.
people. No, Atlanta's crazy. You know, you be in Atlanta, let it be a show night or something, you be in the mall, it'd be like they whole clique be in the
Yeah.
mall, you know, getting
That's
ready
the
for the
thing.
shows and everything.
Not
like,
Atlanta. I said the land.
Niggas go to the same malls.
Yeah.
OPF.
All them, yeah. So we'll be paying attention to that case.
Hope he gets off. Not looking good, but I hope
Not
so.
looking good, brother. I try to be realistic in some of these
Yeah,
situations.
prayers out to Thug and everybody else. If they actually not killing niggas, so like if you killing niggas, then I mean you ain't got no hope.
That's the part
But-
too. Like everybody be like, man, that's fucked up. Like, but what if they are out here murking niggas?
True.
I'm all for good drug dealing.
Yeah.
Good, clean, you didn't body nobody drug dealing. I'm for it.
I don't even think the two go together.
Right, good,
No, I
clean,
mean, no,
good
but-
old fashioned.
How much money are niggas gonna allow you to make before you have to murk a nigga to prove your status out here?
Right.
I know.
Right, in that game, yeah.
Exactly.
saying,
That's what I'm
with
saying. Like,
local
I almost
news.
feel like it's like an interdependent relationship.
I seen this. I know
But
what
a
you're
certain
about
amount
to
of
talk
money,
about.
certain amount of drug dealing, a murking nigga to be able to continue to make money. There's like a limit.
But
I
is
mean,
there like
perhaps.
we murking niggas at the high level, or you murking street?
I feel like
level
I
niggas
feel like
at the bowling alley.
I
That's
feel
not
like,
cool.
I
Yeah,
mean,
no,
you
no.
gotta think about it. Niggas will run up on you for a G. So like, how much money are they gonna let you make
And
before
we don't fuck
somebody
with the niggas
tests
that
you?
run up on you for a G.
But that's what I'm saying. There's so niggas out
they
here
are,
that's so
they can
grimy
hear.
and so thirsty that it is. It happens.
But if you run in a RICO crime,
That's what I'm
enterprise,
saying. But in
at
order
some
to,
point, it's like
but don't you have
it's
to?
bad business to kill somebody.
But don't you have to have that many bodies to be able to get that much respect to be able to run that
think
kind of
that's always
enterprise?
true.
I don't know, man.
Sometimes they coincide.
Maybe I watched a lot of Power. but
Right. You got to ghost this thing, man.
yeah, they
Gotta
gotta
be
kill
a-
somebody every episode.
Got to be a respectable club owner and then kill niggas at night.
Kill niggas. Just go
yeah,
back.
but
Go back.
when you think about
Like
the real,
Batman.
the main premise was
He's like,
we had to
Batman.
do it in a way. He didn't want to do
That's
the
a-
business we wanted to do.
Right.
We had to get him out the way, and then we ran.
That's
our
all I'm
business.
saying.
And then you wanted it to be like we had the couriers. You didn't notice. We did it through the club. We wanted it to be low key, but we get him.
But I'm saying the people close.
I
to,
only have to murk somebody if I have to.
Yeah, but I'm saying that there's people who even get close to the person that knows how much money is flowing, and that creates like disenchantment, and then you might have to murk that nigga too. That's all I'm saying. Like,
Yeah, but
then we
that's
watch
somebody
enough drug
in the world
movies.
in the business. But if I'm the baby mom and I'm at the bowling alley,
Sometimes the baby mama is collateral damage because now people try to attack people
that's
close
when
to you.
gotta go to jail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Because even with Power, he murked some low key, some lower tier niggas.
Right.
I
And I don't know
gotta put
nothing
out
about
a PSA,
Definitely.
y'all. I gotta put out a PSA, even though this is gonna come out
You
whenever.
about to talk about that? They rated a weed
pop
pop
up
up
in Virginia Beach.
Yeah.
My one of the coaches I coached
So
with, the black
don't
dude
do
was
no
his-
pop-ups.
all right,
Yeah, they came out and
Yeah,
said
they-
they're illegal, man.
Yeah. You know, we're recreationally legal or whatever. So there's pop-ups and this and that and this and
Yeah,
that.
up to an
But
ounce.
they rated one, and them niggas went to jail.
Yeah, because them shits were illegal. I went to one.
It
Like,
happened
a week
this
ago.
weekend, yeah, or something like that. No, one of the and shout out to Coach O. He actually shouted him out on Call My Bluff too.
Mm-hmm.
But my dude Sean, I guess the black dude that he was like that's his nephew or something like that.
What's it do, man?
I don't know. He showed
I don't
me the
know. I
case.
saw. I can send you the post that I saw.
Have y'all went to one?
No, I've been
Pop-up?
wanting to because I'm relying on Lydia is
I
not.
was
But
my folks be doing them shit, so I was like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
So I went to one, and when I walked in, I mean everything was laid out, nice, whatever.
posting
But,
it on Instagram.
but I'm like, nah, I don't think this was like signed off on. Like,
Oh yeah, you
they-
had a proper permits. And
yeah. So I copped, and I left. So I was like, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go ahead and leave this establishment. I don't think this is supposed to be happening because you had to go in through the back way. Like through the back of the
Oh, yeah, for
establishment,
sure.
you couldn't go through the front door. So I'm
in the
like,
back.
if it's not in the front
Well,
door,
Lights
it's just
off.
like you can follow these pages on Instagram. And
Yeah.
tell you where it's at. Like the feds is watching, bro.
Exactly.
They watching.
Yeah, or they'll be like, text me for the address. I was like,
Like
anyone
you
can
texting
text
anybody
you.
back.
The
You
feds-
ain't
the-
vetting who's texting.
They're not just watching; they're there.
Oh yeah, no, they in there.
They're there.
They bought.
They're walking around.
They copped.
They're like, okay, all right, I purchased this from this person, so you can't tell me you didn't sell.
You sold it to me.
You sold it
You
to
didn't
me.
pay no taxes.
Right.
Oh, they don't even play that no taxes shit. Do I got anything else I want to talk about before we slide out? Oh, TV. Y'all been watching anything new on TV before we get out of here?
I've been watching old shit that I should have.
I finished Ozark, of course.
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
Ooh, don't-
Great ending. People were like, "Oh, I didn't like the ending." I liked it.
The ending was realistic. They probably could have gave us 1 or 2 more episodes though.
They could have. They could have stretched out a little bit more. Pause. I was watching something else. What was I watching?
I've been watching The Staircase on HBO.
Is that good?
Do y'all know the story about the dude that pushed his wife down the steps in
Yeah,
Raleigh?
I've seen so many versions of it.
The documentary, but
Yeah.
it's HBO. They don't miss, bro. It's good.
It's good.
Yeah.
'Cause it's Scott Peterson, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen so many documentaries and other movies.
We watched the doc, so then that made us. I mean, it's just like watching Invent Anna. Like I
Yeah.
seen that story before I watched the Netflix
Right.
series. You know what I'm saying? So it's just adding some layers, some context.
Oh, I watched Candy on Hulu. It's about this lady who killed her neighbor, and she was cheating with her husband. But it's more to it. I don't want to give away the story, but long story short, she hit her with an axe 41 times
Why is it called Candy?
because her name is Candy. Her name is Candace.
Fair enough.
Oh.
But it's like a short limited series, 6 episodes. It's good though.
Shows. I still have not started Winning Time. I'm gonna binge that. I heard
You're
it's fantastic.
bugging. It's great.
No, I know. It was Ozark was on, and I was
Yeah, I get it.
I ain't even want to mix seeing nothing else with Ozark, and then we got playoff basketball, and we had to draft. My team didn't draft for shit, but
Yeah, that was terrible. Terrible draft.
I'm not watching it.
But
recent.
speaking of winning time, just real short on it. Magic and others like Jerry West and Jenny Buss had a problem with
They
the
hate
show,
it.
right?
Yeah.
But Magic specifically. Magic is coming out with his own documentary, and I saw a clip.
I heard
from
it's
it.
actually good too, though.
It is. I watched a bit of
Plus. These
But-
are not ads. Nobody's paying us to talk about it.
In Winning Time, he's an asshole, and in the documentary, he's an asshole.
I thought he had a problem.
Who's
with
a
how they
sex
was
addict?
portraying him out here.
He
like,
is a
slinging
sex
dick.
addict. He
Like,
is.
Bro, you was slinging dick, man.
In an interview himself, he said, "I had 7 women at one time."
Go.
That's you.
Yeah, you said it, bro.
You said that.
And you got A's out here slinging dick. We
Exactly.
We
You
know.
Cookie, his wife, he's been married to her since like the mid 80s. He's been in the finals, NBA finals, like all through the 80s. You know, the first time she was ever invited to it in 91 when they lost. The first time she was ever invited. They didn't even live
Magic
together.
the GOAT.
They didn't even live together until 91. He made her stay in Detroit so he could be out here slinging dick. You weren't a good person, Magic. You out here slinging dick.
Slinging dick
It's
don't make
okay.
you not a good person.
Yeah, it does. When you're married, it does. It kind of does.
Maybe they had an agreement. We don't know
tax
what was
bracket,
going on in
different
there.
rules.
I mean, yeah.
He got A's and she stayed.
Yeah.
That's
HIV.
Okay.
HIV.
HIV.
I don't think he
So
ever
that's
had it.
bonkers? He's a part owner of the Dodgers.
Oh, yo.
Yeah, and he's about
Like a
to.
Billy up.
I think he's about to buy something else in LA too.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's bonkers.
Lydia can't fathom that type.
Yeah. he's
I listen. Fuck whoever you want, but don't bring home no diseases.
I
facts.
feel you, but if you're going
That's
to be a
the
Billy
part
up,
That's bonkers.
Yeah.
be the man in LA. I feel you.
And then
Don't bring
expect the
that home.
coochie from me.
But he gotta let it go both sides
When?
though. Now you
When?
done bought something.
Who's?
Now you done bought something home. Now you can allow Cookie to fuck some other people too. Now, because I mean, you brought something home, bro. I can't fuck you.
Crazy. Yeah.
She can. He got the cure.
You can.
I don't think he ever had it.
You don't think he had?
That's
They just
weird.
said it.
And Magic, he didn't look. Never mind. I'm not gonna get
No,
into that
I
because
knew
that's
a girl once, and I'm not gonna say her name, but she know who the fuck she is. I knew
She
a
ain't
girl
watching
once who was dating this dude, and he was fucking her, and he was cheating and whatever. He got HIV, and then she still was fucking him after that. And I'm
HIV.
like,
Shut up. HIV.
it was fucking crazy. I'm like, he brought home a disease on
Yeah.
her,
Yeah.
and you're still gonna fuck this nigga?
You can't even bring home the clap to me, and I'm still fucking you.
Right?
Nothing.
Nah,
You can't bring home
I
mono.
feel you.
You can bring home mono if you want.
that's a boundary.
Exactly, and don't
That's
overstep.
It's just confirmation on my don't get caught. Now you're caught. So
Super.
You're super caught.
yeah. So
You're the most caught ever.
the very
You
most
caught.
You caught it.
You
it
caught.
you. Everything has been caught.
We don't really want to talk about Meg and his glass, do we? Meg Thee Stallion, they said it was glass there.
Meg's a liar. The doctor confirmed that she was not shot. She was cut by glass. And we've all known she's been lying for like a year now.
I thought we knew that.
We knew that already.
No, we know, but there's a certain subset of people that are still trying to perpetuate this lie.
I know. Those people don't have accountability. They have accountability issues. If you can't,
What are your thoughts on them saying the friend text the bodyguard like Tory shot Meg?
do we have that text?
That's what they said they had.
I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it either.
Haven't seen it.
Hack ain't posted.
Yeah, Ag ain't posted. I haven't seen any court documents that said that was entered as evidence.
Yeah.
It's just rumored, so I don't have any feeling on it.
They've been doing everything they can to interject little stuff. That Gail interview is the nastiest shit on
It's
TV.
so nasty.
Gail is nasty. Stop going to Gail.
And it happened.
You could have came here and did that bullshit. Help us out.
Yeah,
We'd have clipped that up. We'd have laughed at you for them fake crying.
Right.
Bitch, go. You got to watch Coco before you come in here and get some real tears off.
Crazy, man. Like, say them shits. Cause Coco is on the
No, Coco, especially if you lost a parent or something, you come in.
You gonna drop a couple.
Yeah, that shit. Like, come on, man.
And it happened the week of when they gave him the gag order.
I know.
Strategic.
Same week. Yeah.
Same week.
Did y'all have a sexual relationship? Or what did she say? A sexual what?
Yeah, I think it was sexual relationship.
She was like, sexual? Looked away. Lying ass nigga.
Nigga,
did they teach you how to lie and switch?
Right, this is terrible.
Clearly, the worst interview of all time.
Right, you've admitted that y'all had
sex.
sex.
Look dumb, man. Anyway, episode 104, just another podcast. So short one for y'all.
Fuck with y'all little podcast.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm looking forward to. I don't know how we're gonna do it yet. We're gonna have to converse one day and talk. Is it converse or conversate?
It's not conversate.
No,
it's either way. You
wrong.
say it.
Conversate is now entered in Webster's.
Okay,
that is
now,
a word.
but before now.
You know the funny thing
for
about
like the last 5
words?
years.
And I always tell people this: if I say it and you understand what I mean, it's a word.
It's a word.
Yeah.
And now
But anyway,
it is. It's
we're
officially
going
a
to
word.
converse about what we want to do because I do want to like get into more of the racier topics and we just drill them down. We could play music on there. We can make set a vibe just for Patreon. It's gonna be a low number tier. Y'all get in early. You know what I mean?
Yeah, until it's not a low number tier. So.
For sure.
I'm saying.
I was on Patreon the other day looking at different people's Patreons. I was like, it's a lot of niggas with $100 tiers. Shit crazy. Shit crazy.
Yeah.
I seen a video Abba and Preach was doing, and they was talking about a dude. The kid was trying to get some coaching from this guy. He paid $500. Like that was a Patreon tier to do one-on-one coaching, but he just wanted a shout out. I keep going on a tangent. He just wanted a shout out, but then the dude did a whole video about how bro was talking about the kid was depressed because his mom was on OnlyFans and all the people at his school knew his mom was on OnlyFans. So then he was thinking about they sell self-deletion because the other word to get your video struck. But he was thinking about self-deletion, and the dude did a whole nother video about it. And they was like, you monetized this and you took his money? And he's like, he blocked me. Yeah, because he was like, yo, just shout me out, man. Exactly. That'll make my day. Sometimes it's the small shit. People don't get that. Like, that'll make a person's day. Like, just shout me out.
It's a video or a show on Hulu about somebody with self-deletion. I can't remember the fucking name, but it was a really, really good movie. It was about the girl that told the dude to do it. Y'all remember that story? He was thinking about self-deletion.
Oh, yeah.
And the girl he was dating kind of like coached him into it. Like he had failed a couple times, like, or backed out. And he was going to back out that time, and she told him to get back in and like finish the job. It's a wild story. It's a wild story. If I can remember that shit.
I don't know, because I heard something similar to that, but it wasn't that she had to
that
do
went that
any,
fast.
Yes, it was sick.
Keep going.
He's going to
Just
get y'all
like,
the name of
this
that
is what
show.
you want.
We're going to get out of here and make sure y'all like, subscribe, hit the bell.
Bling.
Please. Last video did pretty well as far as subscriber ad, which I'm happy about. Waiting on the title.
Oh, you waiting on me?
Oh, I thought you was getting the title.
I am looking it up, but I didn't know you was waiting on me. My fault, bro.
Yeah, no, we're just going to close it out. We actually
I'm about
did
to
everything.
fire you for making the clips.
How you going to fire me? You don't even have the footage.
You didn't even make no clip in like 3-4 weeks, but told me I can't do it. And then I said, fuck it, I'm doing it anyway.
And it needs to be real. We looking for that viral moment. That's really the next step for the pod. Niching down in a viral.
The girl from Plainville. That's what it's called. The Girl from
Girl
Plainville.
from Plainville on Hulu. Y'all gotta
Yep.
go check that out. This is not an ad. But anyway, I really appreciate everybody listening to the pod. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell.
Fuck with y'all little podcast.
I be stealing from people.
We out.
I be stealing
We
his
out.
intro. We out.